What's up guys, TSlaps here, and we are back with a brand new draft league video, baby. I'm your coach of the Buffalo Drills, and this is our week 7 game of the BBR-D League. Last week we took a big win in order to keep our chances at playoffs alive, and this week we're looking to keep up the momentum and going to sneak our way into playoffs. This week we're going up against ItzWhatever, aka Ant, and the Sacramento Needle Kings. Whereas you can go check out our opponent and all the other BBR coaches down in the description below. As well as be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on our Pokemon content, and leave a like if you do end up enjoying the video. I would really appreciate it. This is going to be our team builder section of the video, and on screen is a timestamp where you can go ahead and skip to see the battle. Now, our opponent made transactions last week, changing up their team in a huge way in order to lock in their playoff spot in these final weeks. They kept their first 3 draft picks in Dragapult, Greninja, and Iron Treads, 2 of the strongest and fastest offensive Pokemon in the game, and one of the best rapid spinner in Iron Treads. They added Slitherwing and Manaphy, which both are amazing setup options, with a great defensive core and Dunsparce, Terra Bellibolt, PECHARUNT, and Quilladin. If we want to sneak away in this game with a win and keep our playoff hopes alive, we need to play our absolute A game against one of the strongest teams in the league. Firstly, we have our own hazard remover in Donphan, as our opponent has a ton of options with hazards in Greninja, Iron Treads, and PECHARUNT. We're running a physically defensive set to check the Iron Treads and giving us a decent breaking option against Bellibolt prior to terastallizing and the PECHARUNT. We have Rapid Spin to remove hazards, although we do need to watch for Dragapult spin blocking as well as the PECHARUNT, and keeping up offensive momentum for our opponent. With our attack investment, we should be able to 2-hit KO most Dragapult spreads as well as most PECHARUNT spreads. We have Stealth Rocks in order to provide an important chip against our teammate for our offensive pieces and to pressure the Iron Treads heavily in this game with Custap Endeavor, which can ruin a number of their pieces on their team. One of our offensive pieces this week is our Terra Captain Urshifu Single Strike. We're opting for a 3-attack Trailblaze set, which can naturally outspeed PECHARUNT or anything slower, and outspeed everything barring any Scarfers after the speed boost and potentially sweep late game. Running Wicked Blow as our main stab to break through most Pokemon on their team, Blatant Jab to hit the Bellibolt after terastallizing into a Fairy type, which is what I predict for this game, and Acrobatics for Slitherwing and Quilladin, which could get boosted to 110 base power after losing my item. We have the Lumberry, as I expect Bellibolt to be static or even possibly being poisoned by the PECHARUNT. This Urshifu is going to be a huge breaker against their defensive core and threatens to clean them up if we do get the Trailblaze boost off, so that we are really looking for Urshifu to put in the work this week. Another piece to our offense is our Terra Captain Hisuian Electrode. This is going to be our dedicated lead this week to face off against what I fear to be Lead Spike's Greninja, where we can terastallize into a water type to be resistant to both water and ice coverage, as well as be a decent pivot into Manaphy if we need to. We have Extra Belt to boost the damage of Discharge on Greninja and Manaphy, or Foul Play on the Dragapult. Full Switch can give me great momentum after taunting the Greninja and throughout the game once we remove the Iron Treads. We have enough speed to outpace their entire team naturally. We're running Soundproof set this week, as a mono boom burst setup from the Dunsparce can get completely walled, which makes sense as we have no ghost type. However, I do want to keep in mind Glare if we have already terastallized into a water type if we plan on switching into that Dunsparce. Our final offensive piece this week is going to be our Tornadus Therian returning to the roster. We're running a 3-attack U-turn set in order to put a lot of pressure on my opponent with our coverage, and with the heavy duty boots we can pivot around as much as we need to and claim health with the Regenerator without having to worry about rocks. Bad Bleak Wind Storms do a ton of damage across our opponent's team, with Focus Blast to hit the Iron Treads and the Dunsparce, and Knockoff to remove important items such as boots, rocky helmets, and many other items to ruin some versatility in my opponent's team. We have enough speed to outpace max speed Iron Treads, with enough bulk to live a Wild Charge from a full from any non-banded max attack Slitherwing, which we can always revenge the following turn with our Flying Stab. Adding to the knockoff core this week is going to be our Azumarill. We're running a mainly specially defensive set this week in order to have a soft check for a few Pokemon such as Dragapult, Greninja, but in this case mainly the Manaphy, as both Dragapult and Greninja have super effective coverage options for Azumarill. We have a Sap Sipper set this week in order to stop Energy Ball coverage from the Manaphy though, as well as wall the Quilladin. We have Alluring Voice to stab to break through Dragapult and even hit through Substitute, hit the Greninja, or punish any setup across their team. Focus Blast 2 KOs most Iron Treads set and potentially breaks the Dunsparce, with Knockoff to achieve the same goal of removing important items, especially boots to allow hazards to punish my opponent switching out for momentum. Lastly, we have Encore to further punish setup, as both Urshifu and Electrode can revenge most setup users on their team once they're locked into their setup moves. The last component of our team this week is going to be our specially defensive Muck. Mug is here to add further pressure with toxic spikes, as well as absorb toxic spikes from PECHARUNT, and with our held clear amulet, we prevent momentum with parting shot. This specially defensive spread helps take on some pressure off of Azumarill in order to help the focus with just beating up the setup options on my opponent's side. Toxic spikes paired with poison jab and poison touch should ensure that their entire team is constantly getting whittled down all game. Fire Blast allows us to do huge damage to the Iron Treads, with another knockoff user to remove items. We have enough physical investment to take a few hits from Slitherwing as well. This is our team for week 7 of the BBR-D League. We're in a win or be eliminated point of the season, and this week we're opting for a hazard heavy team in order to overwhelm our opponent's momentum. What do you think? What would you change? Let me know below in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to not miss a single week of Draft League content. The playlist is in the description for the BBR-D League, where it will be updated weekly with our matches. Go check out our opponent as well in the description below. Thank you for sticking around for the team builder. Please leave a like if you enjoy. Without holding you any longer, let's hop right into the battle. Alright, and we're getting into the battle here against our opponent. Shout out to the thunder thing again, like the thunder background, because it's actually storming over here. So that's my segue to apologize for any thunderstorms you might hear, any lightning, thunder, all that, any rain you might hear in the background. Because it's pretty crazy out here, right? But we're in the game with our opponent. Let's see what 6 they decided to bring. So they decided to bring the Belly Bolt Terra, which is Fairy this week. As we predicted in the team builder, I mean, pretty obvious. We got PECHARUNT, Greninja, we got Dragapult. We have, what else? We got Slitherwing, and the Dunsparce. So, let's see. No Iron Treads is pretty cool. That means I get to set up hazards and they get to stay up. No Manaphy is super awesome. I guess they didn't see me being able to set up, which is nice. And then Quilladin as well. No Quilladin, which is a bit nice for my Urshifu. Definitely a little annoying for my team to break. So Azumarill feels a lot better this matchup. I do need to watch out about tearing first turn. If you guys did not see the team builder, we're leading off with our Hisuian Electrode always here. And then hopefully we don't see Greninja, so I can not Terra Water right away because I want to use it. Although with Manaphy not here, we might be able to use Azumarill for the Dunsparce check instead. So yeah, good luck up onto our opponent. We know the Terra Fairy Belly Bolt. They know we're Terra Water Hisuian Electrode. I don't think I mentioned it in the team builder. But we're playing Ant. I mean, I mentioned that part, but they are a good friend of mine. I'm going to actually see him here in a few weeks for LA Regionals. Finally going to meet up, see the person, and a bunch of other mutual friends. So go check out Ant, dude. Great BBR coach. Doing pretty well in the season. And, you know, just go check him out, right? So we are going to see the Belly Bolt lead here. And I kind of want to just turn one Terrastalize. Or not Terrastalize, sorry. Taunt. See what this thing wants to do. I don't think it does much else to me. Worst case, it Volt Switches. And then I get to Volt Switch the next turn and actually get momentum. But I think this is a pretty free taunt for me. And we're going to see what they opt to do here. Are we going to see like a Toxic? What are we going to see here? We're going to see a Volt Switch from them. So yeah, that's good. They don't really get all the momentum they're hoping to get from me Volt Switching, which is nice. Can we like see if there's any offensive investment into that Belly Bolt at all? So in order to win with the Urshifu, we need to weaken that Belly Bolt. Of course, they're going to try to try not to Terra so that they can stay as a check to the Tornadus as long as they can. So against the Belly Bolt here, Belly Bolters. Does it have static? So let's just see. I didn't see what our HPR is at, but we can scout after this. Of course, we outspeed and get to KO everything, or get the Volt Switch out on anything. Worst case would be the Slitherwing, which we're going to see PECHARUNT. So we get the Volt Switch for free here. So they knocked us down to 251. Can we see anything with that? They did 9% with the Volt Switch, so probably no investment in special attack. We're going to go ahead and Volt Switch out. This is pretty free here. If they're Scarfed, awesome. I mean, good on them, right? I mean, it's not awesome, but I mean, good on them. We get a free Volt Switch out here, though, as they go back into Belly Bolters. So, without Iron Treads here, we are looking really nice to just full switch around on their team. So we're gonna see if this is like maybe leftovers. Maybe we'll see like I don't know, Rocky Helmet, Soul Vest, what have you. So with PECHARUNT here right now, I don't care to set up Toxic Spikes just yet. I think a good play just to go Donphan here. A, it could force the Terra here. And 2, I can get up my rocks. So we are going to see the lefties. So no Rocky Helmet for my Urshifu to have to worry about, which is nice. And we can see out the lefties. We probably did about 10% with that Volt Switch to this Belly Bolt. About like 10% or so. So it looks like it might have some. It looks like it's probably gonna be a mixed wall. It's kind of hard to tell right away, but that's at least something to know. I guarantee you this thing's gonna have toxic, or it's gonna have like muddy water to hit me here. So I'm expecting something out of this belly bolt right now, but I can at least get my rocks up, and that's gonna be super, super important for me. That's more important than anything. So we are gonna see the Terra. We forced out the Terra, which is super, super nice. So now my Tornadus looks a lot better. And there's no have mind games anymore. We just know that it's locked into the fairy typing. And we're going to see what this thing wants to do to me, right? We're going to set up our rocks here. As they probably, what do they mean? Muddy Water is actually going to do a big chunk to my Donphan. But that's honestly not the biggest problem to me. They're going to go for Chilling Water, which is greater. That's great for me. That's less damage. So they're going to do about 33% with a muddy, or with a Chilling Water. So yeah, it's like no investment whatsoever. So Muddy Water. And if we're being for real, I kind of just want to go ahead and attack into this thing. Or actually, yeah, attack into this thing. And then just Endeavor it the following turn. I don't need this thing for much. There are no hazards I need to worry about. Toxic Spikes from PECHARUNT I can always absorb with Muck. They didn't bring the Iron Treads. I guess this could be good for a sack, but honestly, getting the Endeavor off onto this Belly Bolt could be super, super good. So I'm going to go ahead and just click Earthquake for now and see what they opt to do. I'm going to go ahead and fire off an Earthquake. We're going to do like 20% at -1, so we can actually get a better gauge of what this set is right now. So I'm setting at 127 now. So I'm outside of range. Okay. And it's going to be close. They might kill me here. I can always Endeavor though. So let me think here. Actually, yeah, really let me think here. So for one, at -1, we did about like 20-ish%. So it's very, very... Oh, wait. That's the wrong typing. Duh. Terra Fairy. So yeah, looks like it's probably more specially defensive. So if I click EQ here, and they click... Or if I click Endeavor here, I knock him down to 127. Do I kill this thing at -2? Probably not. I kind of want to risk the roll. Is there any point in me doing that? I could go into all the stars right now. You know what? Let's just click Endeavor right now. And hope that we get taken out. I really hope we do. I really, really hope we get KO'd by Chilling Water. We don't. But that's fine. Because I get to spam Endeavor here. Like, there's nothing they can do to stop me from spamming Endeavor into this thing. If they go into Pult, that is completely fine with me. I mean, actually, I can... Well, there's no point in me Earthquaking right now. I can just spam Endeavor, or I can go... I'm actually going to Earthquake on the PECHARUNT coming in. Okay, so if they recover, that's cool with me. I guess worst case is that they Toxic, and then they recover into me, or like Slack Off, whatever, same thing, right? I guess that's the worst play, but they can't really do that now, because I still outspeed this thing. Oh, they're going to pivot out, though, the thing. They're going to pivot into PECHARUNT, they're going to pivot into something. That isn't going to work how I wanted it to, which fucking sucks. That really does suck. So I don't really get to do what I want to. I'm going to go ahead and save this thing for a sack. I'm going to go ahead and predict either the PECHARUNT or the PECHARUNT or Pult to come in. and go into my Muck, which is also good for this thing because it's Terra Fairy, right? So I'm going to go ahead and pivot out. We can save Donphan for a sack for the time being. Belly Bolt's sitting at about, what was it, 75-ish%? Nah, definitely higher than that, like 80%. And we know it's mainly Spadef. And we know Slack Off. So we heard the PECHARUNT come in. This thing cannot use, we see Black Sludge on it. So no, like, no Cobra Berry lore on this thing. And I get to go ahead and just click knockoff here. I don't think there's any point in me spiking up with this thing around just yet. So let's go ahead and fire off a knockoff. We'll see what this thing wants to do to me. This is very, very free into their team. I guess they go like either Slitherwing or the Dunsparce aren't going to appreciate the knockoff. These hazards are going to be pretty nice. These rocks. Of course, once this thing is out of here, we'll be in an even amazing spot. We're going to see a nasty plot though, which, you know, we don't love. We don't love seeing the nasty plot. My play here now, I think it's just to go hard Torn, because let me see, we did, how much was that? About 25, maybe 30% with a knock against this thing. So against, what is this thing called, PECHARUNT? We did about 25-30%. That we could sack Donphan here, so we can get into something else. But let me look at the calcs right now. So we're honestly looking at like not much HP investment. Maybe a little bit. Maybe like, we'll just say max just in case. That's like the worst it is, right? So can Urshifu kill this thing from where it's at? It would be close. I can go Donphan though, and go ahead and pressure this thing out. I'm gonna go ahead and go into Donphan here, pressure this thing, pressure this thing to kill me. The nasty potted twice. PECHARUNT doesn't get any priority, right? Let me see. Moves. And they can't get any recovery, so I think Wicked Blow is gonna be able to pick up the KO here. Let me see. Priority. PECHARUNT. There's none. Okay. So we should be good here. They're forced to attack me here, so PECHARUNT's gonna be able to pick up the KO with Shadow Ball. And then that just leaves me to go into Urshifu, right? No other option for me here. Yeah, let's go straight into Urshifu so they don't think anything different. Don't think that there isn't a roll on the table, because it definitely could be. But we're gonna go ahead and Pecha kills Donphan, and we're gonna go ahead and fire off a Wicked Blow here. I don't need to over predict in the face of this thing. I mean, I could, right? I could Poison Jab on the other thing coming in, the Belly Bolt coming in, and would I be able to two-shot that thing at this range? 252. It's Terra poisoned. Oh wait, no, Terra Fairied. Duh. We would be able to two-shot it. I'm gonna go for it. It's a big play, and it could lose me the game. Yes! Yes! Okay, let me see it. Alejandro? That, not the Belly Bolt. Okay. We're gonna see Slitherwing come in, actually. So we can go ahead and fire off a Poison Jab here. Do about 25. We're gonna get a crazy poison. That's actually super huge. That's actually super huge. I think we can pick up the KO now. Does the thing kill me with First Impression? Slitherwing. Let's say Banded. First Impression doesn't kill me. I can just click Acro here and pick up the KO. I'm gonna go ahead and... do I care about First Impression though? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just keep my HP on Euphoria for now. I'm gonna go ahead and pivot into Money Trees. I think that's super free. I'm gonna do that. I think we're just gonna save our HP for now. That's a super huge poison. When I expected poisons this game, that is not what I meant. That is not what I meant. I thought it'd be with Muck, not our Urshifu. That's pretty huge. So we see the poison on this thing, and it's sitting at about under half. We didn't see boots or lefties, no helmet, no nothing. We could definitely see the morning sun here. That could be a thing, right? So we'll see. We can at least make them think we're Scarf. They're going to wild charge me. We're going to knock me down to 111. So that was a good play. So I think I can switch into rocks one more time, which is pretty huge. So we saw 111. So it knocked me down to 31. Therefore, it did 69. Yeah, funny number to me. So 69 HP. Definitely not banded, right? Definitely not even max attack. That's like no attack investment. Maybe a little bit. Adamant with some investment. So I get the U-turn for free here, question mark? Or I could just knock, remove an item from this thing. Like, let's just say, I don't know, Koba Berry for now. Knock would be a roll to kill this thing, and it probably wouldn't. Do I really have to risk a Bleak Wind Storm right now? That's kind of sucky. But we're just going to go ahead and do it. We don't really have a better choice right now. We got to risk it. They can go ahead and save this thing. So, good sack. I mean, it does still have a hit or a thing of rocks, I think, and can get a pretty huge first impression off on my team. We're going to go ahead and see Belly Bolters here. Or not Belly Bolters, Dunsparce, and we're going to miss the Bleak Wind Storm. So, no info on this thing spread whatsoever. We don't see leftovers. We don't see boots. So, to me, it's screaming lefties. I get to go ahead and U-turn here. Pretty freely. I could go into Muck. I could go into... Oh, we're going to see Rattled. Ooh. That's something I thought of. But I was thinking with the Dark typing, I forgot it also does Bug and then one other type. Bug, Dark, and something. Let me look it up. I forgot about that. That's pretty big. That sucks for me. But the Dunsparce, Rattled, Bug, Dark, or Ghost. I mean, it doesn't get hit by Ghost, right? So, I could go Trode here. I think that's pretty huge. Or I can go into Azu here and start encoring this thing, which is pretty nice. I do kind of want to save the HP on this thing for now. Although Trode is pretty nice. No, let's just go Trode and we can taunt this thing. Like I said, if it's mono boom burst, we have the soundproof for this. So not a big deal. We avoid the glare weakness here. They're going to agility up. So this thing is about to be a fast freaking Dunsparce. I'm expecting Cobra Berry right now. So that was pretty crazy. We saw the U-turn. I don't think I can really gauge the damage on the Dunsparce with that U-turn damage. I mean, maybe Spadef. It's kind of hard to tell right now. So we're looking at a +3 to Dunsparce. So this thing outspeeds my entire team, right? Including my Trode, probably. I mean, it doesn't without any investment, but I imagine it will, right? I'm gonna go ahead and taunt this thing. I think that's my better play. I'm gonna not Terra for now. If they Ice Beam me, they Ice Beam me. Boom Burst. So we're gonna get the soundproof off. So that's really, really cool for me. So if they're like Agility, Calm Mind, Roost, Mono Boom Burst, we're good to stay in here. I'm gonna go ahead and scout that. I'm gonna click Discharge here. Your pivot into me is probably Belly Bolters. Yeah, I mean, we're good to just sit in here right now. I'm gonna go ahead and stay in and see what they want to do. We're gonna see Flamethrower. So that knocked me down to 59. That did a ton of damage. We're gonna get a Discharge off. We also know that we outsped this thing. We get a Para, which is super, super huge, because now that allows me to Volt Switch this turn, which is what I'm gonna opt to do here. So that's a pretty nice Para for me. That's why we ran it. So the Dunsparce was Agility, Flamethrower, Boom Burst, and then last move could be Roost, could be CM. Either way, they can't click it because they're taunted at the moment, which is super, super nice. We're going to get a nice Volt Switch off on this thing. We're going to get a crit on it too. Wow, we are just hacking the hell out of him. And there's no reason for him to keep this thing around at this point because it dies to rocks. So what do I want to go into here? I'm going to have to take 2 hits with something. I don't think I want it to be Torn, because Torn is going to take 1,000,000, right? Because Trode was sitting at, I don't know, like 250, so it did like maybe around 200 HP to me. So 73% with a Flamethrower. Flamethrower did like 73 to me. They like bold. So that's like max special attack. So yeah, do I want Muck to take it or do I want Azu to take it? I think I want Azu to take it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna go ahead and go into a Azumarill here. We're gonna have to take hopefully a flamethrower first. Hopefully not boom burst. If they make the boom burst prediction, good on them, right? No, we're gonna take a flamethrower first, which is super nice. And they're gonna see we're leftovers. So they outspeed me and they get to throw off a boom burst here. Worst case is that we see the taunt wear off, but luckily it does not yet. How many turns they got? One more turn. So I think I get the KO with an alluring voice here, which is nice. That or I could just knock. That or I can just knock. I don't know if I'd kill though. Like it'd be super close. So I'm gonna go ahead and click alluring voice here. And KO this thing. We're gonna see boom burst. So we're gonna take a bit of damage, but that's fine with the Zoomer. With no Manaphy, we're looking good. Oh, so it was throat spray. So good thing we didn't click knock because it would probably not have picked up the KO here. We're gonna see Azu kill the Dunsparce. The last move was probably what is it called? The last move was probably Roost then. So the Wing has like 1 HP left. It'll live barely, and unless it Morning Suns, won't be able to do much. We're gonna see the PECHARUNT come in here. This means I kind of have to go into Muck, right? Although then we're in a bad spot again. So this PECHARUNT's actually a pretty huge problem to me. If I go hard Urshifu, can I live a hit from this thing? Let me see. If I go hard Urshi here, which is probably good that we conserved health earlier. If we go Urshi, we should live any hit from this thing. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. And we'll see what they opt to do. Slither Wing's almost dead. We're going to see Malignant Chain. Oh, man. We're going to take just over half. Or just under half, which is super nice. And no poison, which is nice. I mean, we had the Lum Berry, right? But now we don't have to worry about wasting our Lum Berry right now. I'm going to go ahead and click Wicked Blow this time around. I don't mind the Belly Bolt coming in here. If it does, it does, right? We're going to see a Slither Wing get dropped here. So Urshi kills Slither Wing. And so I imagine actually they could go into anything right now other than the PECHARUNT, obviously. They could go like they could go Belly Bolt. That forced me out. They could go Grin and then go Polt. Grin would be a problem because they didn't lead with it. I'm guessing it's not Protean. I'm guessing it's a Battle Bond Sweeper, which is pretty bad for my team. Polt's of course a problem. Although, if we weaken that Belly Bolt just a bit more, Trailblaze looks like it could sweep. Although we do need damage on Greninja because we don't have close combat. Speaking of Greninja, it comes in, right? Let me see how much damage I need for Trailblaze to pick up the KO. Just a bit, and we also see that it's not boots as well, so it does take some chip. I'm going to go ahead and go into Muck for now. I think that the Azumarill play is obvious. We're going to see a Gonk or Sledge Wave. So we're going to go ahead and go into Muck for now and see what this thing wants to do. We're going to see Surf. We do see that it's going to be Battle Bond. Can we see any damage based on that right there? 75, so it did 25% with a Surf. We also didn't see Life Orb. So it looks like just no boosting item. Maybe like Expert Belt it could be. Because obviously that wouldn't affect us there. So we see Surf. We see... I don't know, it's going to have to swap out here, right? Unless we see the Power Herb Dig. That'd be crazy, right? I mean, I get to knock off here. I really want to pivot out, but if they click U-turn, then I'm in a bad spot. Yeah, I really want to pivot out on PECHARUNT coming in. How much is Torn doing? How much is Tornadus doing right now? Tornadus against the PECHARUNT. That's what I was looking at. Oof. We're doing a good amount. I think I could do that. It might be a bad play, but I don't want to risk going into Urshifu right now. So we're going to see the Grin swap out, which is good. It's going to take another round of hazards, which means it's getting closer to being in range. We're going to see the PECHARUNT come in, and we're going to go ahead and pivot out and go into our Tornadus here, which is nice. We're going to get more Regenerator. And this Bleakwind Storm is going to be super, super close to KOing. I don't know if it'll get it, though, is the problem. But we got to go ahead and try. We're going to go ahead and click Bleakwind Storm, see if we can pick up the KO here. If they go Belly Bolt, we're fine. We can U-turn out the following turn. Or, yeah, I mean, or we might be able to two-shot with Bleakwind Storm. We're going to go ahead and miss a second Bleakwind Storm. Wow, between the other, what was it, week 5? Yeah, because it was week 7. Week 5, it missed 4 in a row. 4 Hurricanes in a row, I should say. And now missing that, that's pretty huge. So, that sucks. I think, do I Bleakwind Storm again? Does that do me anything? If I Bleakwind Storm, I can put it in range of Urshi. I can get a speed drop, which could be big. Oh, man. Why do I keep missing Bleakwind Storms, dude? There we go. We're going to land. The speed drop would be... That's actually a ton of damage. Do I just let Torn drop here? Are we going to see a poison this time? We are going to see the poison this time. Oh, man. Maybe I should have ran... what is it called? Maybe I should have ran the other thing. Covert Cloak on this thing. That would have been nice. Covert Cloak on this would have been a great bring. I got to go ahead and pivot out here. I can go into Urshi. I know we live. Or at least, yeah, I should live. And then I don't have to worry about the poison thanks to our Lumberry. So I'm going to go ahead and hard pivot out right now. We also saw that we did like 40% to this thing. It's super huge. With that Bleakwind Storm. Wow, this thing's a problem, which I knew. I knew it was going to be a problem, man. So yeah, it looks like maybe like max HP, maybe some Biz Def, then some special attack. No, probably max HP, some speed, and then some special attack. So probably not anything in defense if I had to guess. So this is a pretty big hit here. I'm not going to kill, but it's still a big hit to get off on this thing, just pressuring this thing. They can go ahead and swap out. This PECHARUNT's back at full again, minus the rock chip it's going to take. I'm going to get off. We are going to see the Belly Bolt come in, which sucks, right? We're going to go ahead and get off a Wicked Blow here. It's going to do great damage. In fact, I think we can kill with a Poison Jab this turn, just based on that damage. So Belly Bolters versus Urshifu. Do I reveal that I'm not Scarfed right now? Because I don't think they know that, right? I click Wicked Blow, I click Poison Jab. That or I can click Trailblaze first. I think revealing that I'm not Scarfed is fine here. I'm going to go ahead and click Poison Jab and try to pick up the KO on this thing. It was going to be close. Because what? It's going to be really, really close. But I think we can do it. You can go ahead and pick up the KO on this thing. Alright, so Urshi kills what is this thing called? Belly Bolt. And we are gonna get our Lumberry to go away to get rid of our Para, which is super, super nice. And they don't know what our fourth move is, so they could still be scared of Sucker Punch with their Dragapult. Of course, we need to keep this thing around to break PECHARUNT. Super, super huge. So you need to keep Urshi around. And then like getting a Trailblaze off somehow would be super awesome, right? So I got to swap out here as they go into Grin. Of course, they're going to take another 12%, so it's sitting at 76. I got to pivot out. This time, did I just go Azu? I can go Azu this time around. I think it's fine. Yeah, that should be chill. I'm going to go into Azu here. Maybe I should have gone into Muck. I don't know, dude. This PECHARUNT's a problem. But the thing is, it never outspeeds my Urshi, and as long as I keep attacking into it, I can always put it in range of Urshi. Maybe I should have gone Muck so they couldn't go PECHARUNT here. That might have been a better play. We're going to go ahead and see a Surf this time around. Can I live a Sludge Wave? Can I live a Gunk Shot? Because this damage would put this thing in range of Trailblaze, which would be super important, right? So I'm gonna go ahead against this Azumarill with the Greninja. Worst case is that it's expert belt. I think at this point we see Sludge Wave. Are we living with Azu? We're sitting at 212. It looks like it's a roll in their favor to pick up the KO here, and it's not in their favor. It's actually close to a 50-50 if they're expert belt, and I don't want to risk that. If they get the Battle Bomb boost, it might be over for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and pivot back in the muck. We're gonna see a swap out. Are we gonna see PECHARUNT come in? Yeah, we're gonna see PECHARUNT come in, and I think against this PECHARUNT, I just spam knockoff until I die. That or I go back into Torn and spam Bleak Winds. That could be nice too. And I can save HP on Muck for both the Grin and the Polt. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that actually. I'm going to go ahead and go into this. No. Yeah. So I'm thinking right now. We're in against PECHARUNT. I can try to get a pair off. I think they nasty plot for free here, right? Or they Malignant Chain. If they Malignant Chain. Do I need my... Yeah, I do need this because I can still outspeed Polt. And then if Grin doesn't have Water Shuriken, for some reason we outspeed that too. But do I just sack Torn here? I think sacking Torn's fine. Yeah, sacking Torn is fine because Grin and Polt both outspeed and pretty much pick up the KO on me. So I'm going to go ahead and go into Torn here. Sack it off at this point in order to ensure damage on this PECHARUNT so that Urshifu can pick up the KO. We're going to see a Shadow Ball. We can take it decently, although now we probably drop to another one. I could U-turn out this time to conserve more HP, but I don't think there's any point. I'm going to go ahead and spam Bleak Wind Storm here. That or knock off, but the thing is we knocked off their item already, I believe. Yeah, we did. We knocked off their Black Sludge. So knockoff isn't going to guarantee me the chip I need for Urshifu to pick up the KO. Bleak Wind Storm is. The problem is that they can recover spam here, but I don't have a better play. I just need to hope that they pick me off here instead of recover spamming. They're going to nasty plot. Okay. Man. So I drop here soon, and I can always guarantee this damage and then go into Urshi. So yeah, I just need to connect with these. I need to connect. I missed 2 already this game. I just need to continue to connect so that Urshifu can revenge. So what I need here. Malignant. And recover. Did I drop? I didn't look. Okay, cool. That's good, that's good. So PECHARUNT kills Torn with poison. So now I should be able to go into Urshi here. And I have to Wicked Blow, unfortunately. I really don't want to, but I have to. Like, I really want to get Trailblaze off, is what I'm saying. Trailblaze would win me the game, I think, at this point. But we got to just click Wicked Blow here. And I honestly think that... what comes in after this? I don't know. If you go Greninja on me right now, that's a crazy play. I respect it, though. I really want to click Trailblaze here. I really, really do. But I need this PECHARUNT gone. It's such a problem for me to finish up taking on. So Grin, once it comes back in, it's going to sit at, what's 36 or 100 minus 36? 64. I'll be sitting at 64%. So almost in range of my Urshifu's Trailblaze. It's like right there, man. They're deciding what to do here. They can go ahead and swap out. They're going to go into Grin. Are they really? No, they're going to go into Dragapult here. Are they going to be Cobra Berry? Are they going to be Cobra Berry here? Yeah, okay. So, Cobra Berry. We can get a big hit off on this thing. And it's hitting super weak. So, I need to keep this thing around. Always. What is better for me? I think it's better for me to go into Azu here. If they DD, I should be okay. Yeah. I think I'll go Azu because Muck better walls the Grin. So I go Azu on this thing. I gotta keep this thing around for PECHARUNT, we know. So we're gonna go ahead and swap here. That sucks. Had I Trailblaze, we might have won the game. What are we gonna see from this thing right now? We're gonna see a DD. Okay. We are gonna see the DD. Okay. So here's the crazy thought, right? Against this thing. Do you kill me with anything? I don't think you do. At +1, yes, you can Phantom Force and maybe pick up the KO, right? It's close. Let's just say like your hasty with like Thunderbolt coverage. Can you kill me? You'd have to be like max special attack, and even then you don't kill me. At Phantom Force at +1, I'm sitting at 237. So I'd be at 65 after you kill me. Would not probably kill me. So I think I'm good here just to click Alluring Voice right now. That or they go PECHARUNT. I'm going to make a crazy play. I'm going to go Urshi here. On the Phantom Force. Because their thought process is, right, they click Phantom Force. Urshi would come in the next turn. This is what we like to see. That's what we love to see. Because their thought process is they stay in, avoid the Azumarill attack. Then even if Urshi comes in next turn, they Phantom Force, and then like they get to Dragon Dart or something, right? But now that we're in, we get to eat the Phantom Force, and we get to click Trailblaze on this thing. Actually, I don't think I get to click Trailblaze. I lied. Trailblaze doesn't look like it's picking up the KO here. So we're going to go ahead and Wicked Blow. Trailblaze would be a roll, and then of course we don't outspeed because of we don't outspeed. So I'm gonna go ahead. Or she's gonna pick another KO here. It's gonna kill Polt. And so problem is we died a Water Shuriken from Greninja. So like serve. I need to get a Trailblaze off, man. I gotta save this thing. I'm not going to repeat myself for the 100th time, right? But we need to save this thing. I'm going to go into... Man. I'm going to go into Muck here. I'm going to go into Muck. I can't let this thing get a Battle Bond boost right now. I need Urshi for the PECHARUNT in the back. PECHARUNT is just... It's not even... Actually, it's not a problem, dude. As long as we keep attacking into it, it's not a problem. We just keep it in range, and we're okay. We're going to see Surf here. We should live a Hydro if they click it here. Let me see. Muck versus this Gran right now. We should live anything. And Poison Jab's doing a ton. If they go PECHARUNT, can I 2-hit KO the PECHARUNT? Or not 2-hit KO, but can I always put it in range of Grin? Or of Urshi? Honestly, the chances are probably not, which is a problem. But we can go Trode instead and stack that as it recovers, and we can get the damage off that way. I think that's my play. So I'm going to go ahead and Poison Jab this thing right now. They're going to click Surf. They do KO me, which sucks. So I need to pivot out here. Because they do KO me. Right? Greninja being at 103 with a Surf. Oh, man. Yeah, it's a roll in their favor to kill me here. I really needed that poison. How much time do I have? 1:27. Ooh, I'm about to time out. Oh, I might lose this game, actually. The Battle Bond Grin. I think my best play is going to be the Poison Jab. Let Grin pick me off here. Hope I live the hit. Grin kills Muck. And do I just lose the Battle Bog and Grin here? I have to hope Azumarill lives the hit. Otherwise, I lose the game here. I have to hope Azumarill lives the hit. Nothing else I can go into here. Wow, it's coming down to the wire. And I'm also, like, out of time. Hopefully they, like, fear the Jet. I don't even know if Jet would kill because I'm not huge power. Hypothetically. I need to live. Oh, they're going to click Surf again. Okay, they're scarfed into Surf. Alright, we're in a good spot then. We're in a good spot. Yes, 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 yes. So Grin kills Muck. Azu kills Grin. We really got to watch our timer here. They might even try to timer stall me. Can I do anything with Azumarill here to stay in and just like ensure that I get the damage off I need for Urshi? No. So I think I'll go hard Trode here because diff matters, right? I'm gonna go hard Trode here. I guess diff won't matter in this case, but I think this is my best way to ensure I don't lose. I go hard into Electrode. I can always just spam it and get the damage off I need with Discharge, and then that allows me to kill with Urshifu afterwards. I think that's my best play here. So we can go ahead and spam Discharge. They might even like pick me off expecting to recover for the taunt. We don't get the poison, so Pecha. I actually could have Terra there. Kills. I don't think it mattered though. I think they picked me off. And we have to hope that Urshi kills here. Pecha kills Trode. And we go Urshifu and hopefully clean up this game right now. We really need to kill. It's going to be close, depending on their spread, depends on everything right now. Wow. That's how our season ends. That's how our season ends. GG to Ant. Wow, man. That was a super, super good game. Oh, and we're barely going to miss playoffs, man, because of that. They're going to kill Urshi, and they're going to kill Azu. That sucks. GG to Ant. Go check them out down in the description below. You can also go check out all the BBR coaches down there. Oh! Can I live? I actually realized that. Nah! I wonder what that roll was. I think I was sitting at 167. It's because, like, why I, like, got shocked there at the end is maybe I could have locked him into, like, recover there. But they didn't click it. Nah, it looks like even with no special attack investment, they should have always killed me if I was sitting at, like, 167, which is what I think it said. GG to Ant. I mean, super, super close game. I don't think anything mattered. I mean, I missed a couple bleak windstorms, but I don't think it mattered at all. I guess me poisoning the Slitherwing was kind of annoying, but I don't think that mattered. Maybe letting... Let me think. Because at the end with Dragapult, had I stayed in, I lived the Phantom Force, I KO it. Yeah, I think that was my choke going into Urshifu there. Yeah, because I lived another Malignant Chain, and then I had to hope for no poison. Obviously, that would have been a big thing. And then... Yeah. That was my play there. I let Azumarill take the Phantom Force. I lived, take out the Dragapult. And then Greninja comes in. I go Muck. Although, if I take that damage with the Azumarill, do I lose to Scarf Battle Bond Grin at that point? Because at that point, all I had was Muck, which might have been able to beat it. It would have been close, but I mean, we saw it happen earlier and it didn't. But yeah, Muck would have died, and then Trode would have came in. Yeah, I think I lost if I took the chip with Azumarill anyways. So that sucks. That sucks. Had I known that Greninja was scarfed earlier, I would have played it better. That's what scared me most. Just thinking it was extra real that it could switch into sludge waves and things like that. But that's going to be the end of our season. I mean, we got one more week, right? But that's going to be the end of our season next week because we can no longer make playoffs. GG to Ant. Go check him out. An amazing BBR run going so far. And we'll probably make playoffs with this win. So go check them out if you want a deeper playoff run. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. The BBR playlist is down in the description below. Make sure to hit like the video if you did enjoy and subscribe if you are new. Uploading draft league content weekly as well as trying to get some other content out on the side when I have the time. That's going to be it. Peace out.